Welcome back, everybody. We are back here at this job we have in Okeechobee where we're building a barn with no loft. Now we're getting ready to do the exterior framing part of this building right here, or should I say barn. All our walls are supposed to be at 10 feet tall, and they're also going to be 16 inches at center every 2x6. And what we're using here, we're using TimberStrand, so it's a completely different type of wood that people normally use, and this is more expensive, and it also has to be a special order. So this is what we're starting to do today. We only prepared one wall because we are still waiting for the rough openings for the windows, which are 2 windows, and the rough opening for the garage doors, because there's 3 garage doors, 2 regular doors, which are normally I think 3 feet by 8 feet, and we can kind of pretty much guess those. There's no really actual rough opening that we need. Everyone should know that, but that's what we're working on right now. Actually walking over there because we were building him the owner, we're building him a dock. They only put the posts inside there, but they didn't finish up using I think it's a 3x6 that we're using there that he had left over here from a different job, and we're finishing up that right now, and that will be actually in a different video separate from this right here. But here we are. All right, so as you can see, this is the lumber that we're using. It's a TimberStrand LSL. But as you guys can see here, we so far have one wall already done. What it's gonna have is gonna have a 2x6 pressure treated at the bottom, and a 2x6 16 inches on center, and then we're gonna have 2x6 on top as well, with all our connectors right here. And also we use some plywood to cover up this down here, so that way we don't damage the flooring, because this is going to get polished eventually towards the end of the project. So what we're trying to do is protect this so it doesn't get damaged at all, because most of the times during construction, a lot of people that go to work, they'll drop a tool, drop a hammer, anything's gonna happen. So we're just trying to prevent that from happening here. So as you guys can see, the 2 windows are gonna go back here. Like I said, I'm still waiting on the openings for those, the rough openings. I think there's gonna be a door over there and another door somewhere back here. No, not back here, over here somewhere. And yeah, like I said, we're just waiting for those rough openings before we even continue going with this, because we don't want to use up the material that we have here, because it'll be a waste of material. But that's what we're standing at in this project right here. So this is going to be a pretty cool project. It's completely different of what we have done, mainly because what we're trying to do, I mean, we could have built the CBS walls for this barn, but the owner wanted something different. He wanted to make a wood frame, but just as strong or possibly more stronger than CBS. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to actually screw the screws into the framing of this building right here and try to make it stronger. Also, we're going to be using 3/4 plywood, pressure treated, and instead of using this wrap that you actually wrap exterior wood frame buildings, we're going to use this, I forgot what it's called, but it's a blue liquid that you just roll on, or you can spray it on. And then after that, we're going to put cypress, and it's going to be running from bottom to the top. And that's how most of the houses here in this association looks. And this is actually, this place is called Quail Creek, something like that, here in Okeechobee. The houses here are beautiful, and we have more work to do here. We're not just building these 2 barns here, the barn with no loft, and like I said, over here is gonna be barn with a loft, And then eventually in the future, we're gonna be building, I guess you can call it like a vacation home or residence. But there is a lot of work to do here. That's why we're also building that dock over there for him. But we'll be back here, you know, to continue on with this barn right here. So we'll be back here on the next day. Welcome back, everybody. We are back here at this project where we are putting up the walls for this barn here in Okeechobee. So let's check this out real quick. So far we have most of the walls prepped up and ready to be lifted up. As you guys can see, we have this one already up, as you saw in the previous video. And now we're gonna lift both of these walls right here and this one back here as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start putting up these two walls right here on the side. We're still prepping them up, but we'll be back just to see how it looks already up. So let's go ahead and do that. So you guys can see we're trying to secure this so that way the wind doesn't blow it down. And I don't know if you guys see in the GoPro, not on the GoPro, but on the drone itself, it's shaking a lot and it's not being stabilized. So I had to bring it down. I'm gonna use the GoPro for right now. So let's go over there. Well, there you have it, guys. We lifted the second wall over here. Now we're just reinforcing it. Hopefully it's not too windy because it's windy. But I do have a little soundinator so you don't hear all the wind. But we have the other wall lifted up already, as well as the one behind me. And now we're gonna start framing the one for the garage. So right now, like I said, they're just reinforcing this wall so that way it won't fall down, because we do have a lot of wind. And not just because we have wind, but to be on the safe side. You got to make sure you're being safe when you're doing construction or anything else. Alright guys, we will be back as soon as they start putting up this wall. We may be back here, or I may not be back here, but we'll see the outcome of it. And then we'll be continuing on to install the trusses. So we'll be back for that. Like I said, I don't know when, but we gotta head on to other job sites that we have. So we'll be back here.